So, the supreme leader of planet Earth, Donald J. Trump, has decided to go after his own now. This time, the targets are Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie. Marjorie Taylor Greene is from Georgia and Thomas Massie is from Kentucky. Both these people actually give a shit about what their voters want from them, and hence they're not willing to go with Trump's narrative and Trump's bullshit. Now, because of that, they're being treated as outsiders within the Republican Party. Everybody who's a Trump sycophant is going after them. Now, he straight up calls Marjorie Taylor Greene a crazy lunatic, and then he turns to Thomas Massie. Here he does something very interesting. So on Truth Social, Donald Trump posts this about Thomas Massie a few days ago. He says, and I quote, "Did Thomas Massie, sometimes referred to as Rand Paul Jr., because of the fact he always votes against the Republican Party, get married already? Boy, that was quick. No wonder the polls have him at less than an 8% chance of winning the election. Anyway, have a great life, Thomas, and question mark. His wife will soon find out that she's stuck with a loser." Now, dear supreme leader of this planet, with all due respect, the only loser in this situation is you, Mr. President. You know why that is? Because a person who tries to shield PDF files is actually kind of a loser, and not just a loser. Such a person is kind of disgusting and evil. Evil is the right word to describe such people. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie weren't asking for something crazy, by the way. They were just asking to disclose the Epstein files. Trump can't have that, can he? Why? They're just asking you to disclose the Epstein files so that they can punish the perpetrators. And also, they want you to invest in America. Mr. Supreme Leader, didn't she get married 3 times already? He first got married to Ivana Trump in 1977. He stayed with her till 1990. While he was still with Ivana, he had an affair with Marla Maples. And he didn't stop at that. He then married Marla Maples in 1993 and stayed with her till 1999. Now, during this phase, there were a lot of rumors about his romantic entanglements with a lot of people. Now, you'd think that somebody like Trump, who despises remarrying so much, he would stop it too. But he didn't. He had to finish his hat trick, right? So this time he marries Melania Trump. Now, there are a lot of rumors about how Melania Trump got into the US and had ties with Epstein. I don't want to get into that. People say that Epstein and Melania probably dated at some point, but that didn't stop Trump from marrying her. And then he turns to Thomas Massie and starts to call him names. It's very rich coming from you, Mr. Supreme Leader. Make no mistake, this isn't a personal jab at Thomas Massie. This is a message. He's sending a message to every single person who is even thinking of questioning him. Thomas Massie just demanded for transparency. Thomas Massie just said that American funds should go for the betterments of American lives. Apparently, that's a crazy thing to say for Donald Trump. A Trump supporter will just tell you that this was his past. He was young. He may have done that in the past. No, cheating on your partner shouldn't be taken lightly. You would be right if he had stopped. He never stopped. So recently there was this Epstein file dump, right? Email dump. And in those emails, there was this one email written to Epstein himself by journalist Michael Wolff. And in these emails, Michael Wolff was telling Epstein himself that Trump was bragging about banging a 28-year-old Maryland investor out while she was his White House assistant. This happened during December of 2018, during the holiday shutdown. It is said that the only reason Trump was in the White House was to do Madeline. Yeah. Okay. Now, Madeline herself has denied these allegations, saying that these allegations have political motivations. Of course, they have political motivations because this guy is the president of the United States. But this isn't an allegation, is it, Madeline? This is a leak. This comes from an email that was recently released as a part of the Epstein files. And by the way, this wasn't the only email from the Epstein files where Trump was mentioned by name. There was another email where Epstein himself was talking about Trump, saying how he spent many hours with his victims, with Epstein's victims. This mail dates back to 2011, I believe. And if MAGA had any integrity, they would have abandoned this lunatic by now. But unfortunately, you have people like these.
Biden is a pedophile. You all know that.
Sure.
Well, he's in the White House. He likes to sniff kids.
I'm sorry, but you said Biden likes to sniff kids?
Yeah, you've seen all the videos of him sniffing kids all the time. He's been on Epstein Island 26 times.
So you don't support anybody who associates with somebody like Epstein?
No, I wouldn't. No, never.
You're here defending Donald Trump?
Sure.
What do you think about Trump associated with Epstein?
He was on his flight once coming to New York.
You're never going to see a video of Trump next to Epstein.
There is a video, yeah.
There is a video. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Barney Largo.
So there is a video and evidence of
Yes,
Trump
there
with
is.
Epstein.
Yes, there is.
You know, as you talk through it, it almost seems like a double standard.
Why is it a double standard? You people, for the most part, the fake press, like to call you the fake I don't give a shit. You can't embarrass me. And you think you're a journalist. You're not.
I'm not.
Seriously? You want to run cover for this person? A person who says this about his own daughter.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Oh, it's so weird. Stop you know what? You are sick.
I mean, isn't it terrible?
Well, you're
Terrible.
known for saying
Is that
outrageous things, Mr. Trump. Who are you, Woody Allen?
Now, Donna, what does Tiffany have of yours and what does Tiffany have of Marla's?
Well, I think that she's got a lot of moral, and she's really a beautiful baby, and she's got Marla's legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet, but time will tell.
That's Donald J. Trump for you. Now, Thomas Massie is a Republican from Kentucky. You know, one of those rare people who actually care about their constituency. But he crossed Trump, and that's something that you can't do in the American political sphere now. So you're trying to throw shade at Thomas Massie for remarrying, huh? Donald Trump can marry 3 times, and he can have multiple affairs, one with a porn star. But Thomas Massie, who was married to Rhonda Massie for 31 years, had 4 kids with her, and unfortunately, she passed away in 2024. What does Trump want? Does he want Thomas to die alone? So after his wife died, he waited for 18 months and remarried another woman, whose name Trump doesn't even know. Let me tell you what her name is. Her name is Caroline Moffa. Massie and Caroline married each other in October 2025, just a while ago. Now, Trump calling Massie names is very rich. You know, it's rich coming from somebody who has never respected the union of marriage. Now, there are enough rumors and enough evidence suggesting that Trump has cheated on all 3 of his wives.